stay fit.
That's right. Solo strength is what Rich is here to talk about. You saw this at a trade show, or Linda did, and you said, you know what, there's some great things to this machine.
Well, she brought it to me and said, go look at the website and have a look. And you know what, this is something that I think everyone should have, because it's just your own body weight. It's something that you can learn a lot of the simple techniques from the basics to advanced. And it really allows a lot of flexibility, not just of your hamstrings, but flexibility of movement, because this bar is adjustable and it's high enough to be able to do full pull-ups or assisted pull-ups, wall push-ups or push-ups all the way down. You can do leg exercises, you can do a flexibility program, you can do your core, and it can cover the whole gambit, and you don't have to go any further than this right here. Because I find, for the most part, people have a hard time using weights themselves. There's a lot of coordination that has to go on. This is just you and your own body doing what your body does best, and that's carry your own load. And so it's resistance training without having to use, all you're using is gravity. You're not using external load, and I think it's an excellent machine.
Well, take us through a few of the things that you found you use this for.
Sure. Now, if we're going to talk about progression, I would go with a progression, if you've ever seen just simple wall push-ups for someone who's just starting out in a very rudimentary style. You take it from here, we can move it down, and as you get stronger, you can get lower and lower to be able to do push-ups this way and all the way down to the low level of just a regular push-up, which is just like doing bench press. And then if you get more advanced, then you can go into more of a plyometric clap push-up that way.
And all of that, okay, good.
And so that's just a real simple format. We take that to another level. We can move it up to, let's work up on the back a little bit more. I'll flip around here, do assisted pull-ups. You can use your legs, or you can keep them straight and not use your legs at all. Do a pull-up this way or bend the knees, and you can get help from your legs. If you want to assist yourself, come up a little bit higher, use your legs to help you, and you can go one leg or two legs. You can assist yourself as much as you like, but it's also high enough that you can go up and do full pull-ups that way.
How many of those do you think
covers
you can do?
a few. You know, in our weight room, I don't let people do, you can't do curls until you can do 20 pull-ups.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't do curls.
Because you don't need them.
No, you don't need them. So this would be something, if you turn your hands in here, then you're working biceps too. So it covers a broad range. If we're talking about leg exercises, and this is an area where, for us, it would be more rehab. So if someone has a leg injury, if they're getting back, if it's a single leg or double leg, you can hold this and help yourself with range of motion. If you go single leg, you can get into a single leg squat. Now this position here, it looks a lot like skating. And so you can get yourself into some pretty dynamic positions, one leg, even in a position with your leg forward.
What about things like flexibility?
Again, flexibility, this has got a full program for, depending on how flexible you are, you can move it down and just do a simple hamstring stretch. You can move it up a little bit higher and do a glute stretch. Or you can move it up a little bit higher, and I'll come around the back and hook your foot on the back, do a quad stretch.
That's wild.
So, I mean, really, it covers just about everything.
Core?
Core as well, if we want to go down. The nice thing about this one is you get to hold on. You've already got a little bit of a decline here. Hold yourself up. You can do reverse crunches. Or flip around, you can hook your heels in, you can do sit-ups. You can hold the legs here and do windshield wipers this way, right? So you really cover upper, lower abdominal. Rotational work as well.
Now you've had it in for a couple of weeks now with the team.
I've only had it for about a week. And been playing around with some of the movement patterns. Now we can get...
Come stand here so we can see it.
I think what's important is the versatility, being able to use it, taking it from beginner to advanced. So in reality, anybody can use this. Like, for sure, I'm going to get Adrian to get it. And so he can go and he can play. And he can get on there and at, you know, maybe not at 4 years old, but 5, 6, 7 years old, there's no problem with hanging on a bar or pulling yourself up or just learning general movement patterns. And that's for just kids. And then as we get older, we develop ourselves into more advanced exercises. Like, now this is one that's been really fun to play with. You can hang your foot back here, and again, we're looking at more of a skating position.
Yeah.
You can have a Bosu ball or something on there, a balance board, and be able to do one-legged squats on it. Or
now, while you're on there, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
How do you make sure your knees are safe doing that? I always have people say anything where you're doing lunges or that, you have to be careful for knees.
Oh yeah. Now, where we look at when we're trying mechanically, we don't want your knee to come too far forward. You don't want to go past this toe. So you keep your knee back and sit back more on it rather than letting your foot come forward.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so that takes some of the stress off. And then the last one that I've always had fun with, and Andy Ferentz and I have played a little bit with this when he was here, is because we're on a rocker, we end up doing a step up and back down again. Step up and back down. And again, it may be an advanced lift, but in hockey, those are the angles you have to find, right?
Yeah.
You have to really be side-to-side angles. So if you have the strength and the balance to be able to do that, it can help your skating too.
Great.
So, it's, like I said, it's really versatile.
You like it?
I love it. I think everyone should have one.
So there is a website. If you want more information, solostrength.com is where it is, and it's all up there, and the programs and all that's on there as well if people want to get involved.
Yeah, and it comes with sheets of the flexibility program, the core program, the strength program, and it gives you progressions that you can follow. And literally, it only took me 5 minutes to put it together. I mean, it really didn't take that long.
And we saw you doing it.